Welcome back to another episode of This Square Room. My name is Jonel.
And I'm Deswayne.
And we are going to just get straight into it because last week we told you that we had some news, something special to share. And I am very excited to tell you guys.
Okay,
that...
wait.
What?
Personally, I don't think we should tell them.
What?
Yeah, I think we should wait. And I know
we promised them.
I
we
know
would tell
we
them
did.
this week.
Yeah, I know that's what you're gonna say. I think we should make this a little bit more interesting.
Okay, how?
So I think that our listeners, the ones who are interested to know what this special something is, you guys should visit our website, and on that website you'll see a set of instructions, maybe one question. And
a question.
If you answer that question correctly and you know the answer, you'd be considered a real one. And if you're a real one, you should have perks. You shouldn't be on the same level as someone just listening today.
How are you going to categorize people?
Because that's what it is. That is what it is. So we'll have this question, and if you get the question correctly, then you'll get an advancement. What?
Okay, how about this? This is what we'll do.
Advancement.
We will. Yeah, no, you're just.
That's
making
not a word.
No,
Yeah,
it's not. But half the things you say aren't actual words.
That's true.
No, okay. I think what we should do is, you know what though? If they've been on our website anytime in the last couple weeks, actually, they would have noticed that at the top there's a tab, and the tab says exclusive. And if they clicked on that tab, they wouldn't see anything because it's password protected. So I think that's what Des was alluding to, said question. It's not a question. It's just a password.
But
a
password is a question.
Not unless it... No.
Yes. A password is a question.
No, because think about your bank PIN number. It's not a
question.
That's
a question. What is the PIN? That's a question.
Oh my gosh! But it's not going to ask you a question.
No, but it doesn't need to.
I see how you're trying to save it. But
thank you, everybody. I know you guys agree with me, so I don't even need to go any further.
No, because you're really bending it to
it's
the point
not bending.
When it's
it is
almost
a question.
breaking.
It is a question.
You can't bend the rules like that, but whatever. No. So what we'll do, we will make the announcement on our website first. So for all of those of you, yes, correct. I stand by my statement.
Yep.
If Des can make up the rules, so
hey
can
man, it's free.
Yeah. So for those of you who are interested, go to thissquareroom.com and you can click on the exclusive tab, or you can just go to thissquareroom.com/exclusive. It'll also be in our link tree thing, so just a direct link. But yeah, and then you guys are gonna ask, what's the password? How do we know what the password is? Well, like Des says, if you've been around for, since the beginning, if you've been around for a year, if you've even been around for a month, you should know this. So the hint is my dog's name. If you guys listen, you know that every week it's Des and I, but we actually have a unofficial mascot who's literally in the room with us every single week.
Yep.
I've told stories about him. I've shared his name several times.
Yep.
So the password for the exclusive page is his name, and it is case sensitive. So the first letter is capital. The rest are lowercase.
And the rest is up to you.
Yes. I see. If it were up to me, I would give you guys a little more of a hint.
No.
But Des would have my head on a stick.
For sure.
Des.
Because this separates the strong from the weak.
Des does not play that. He's just he wants you guys to solve a puzzle.
Like a murder mystery.
He wants you guys to go on a scavenger hunt for the answer.
Exactly.
So, I'm giving you guys a little. Do with it what you will. And you know what? I think we should not only make the announcement. I think we should give them more too. If we're making them go through hoops.
I would believe so, because if you're going through the hoop, you're a real one if you get it.
I think we should do a bonus episode. like an exclusive episode.
An exclusive.
That can only be heard on the website.
Okay. I agree with that.
Yeah. So it's like you guys aren't going to see it posted.
Nothing.
You're not going to find it on iTunes.
Just once you get the
Spotify.
password and you enter.
Yeah. So it's a twofer. Like we'll give them the announcement.
Yeah.
And we'll give them a little bonus content.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
But I think we should go one step further.
Oh, okay.
I think if we're going to give a bonus episode, it can't just be like any old episode. I feel like there's a lot of unspoken things. What are you playing?
I promise you nothing. Go ahead. Sorry.
I like how you said nothing as you plug out your phone because it's definitely playing something.
Yeah.
Sorry for that music interlude. I hope that was not copywritten. No, but I think like if we're gonna do this bonus episode, it has to be something different. You know, like what makes it bonus? What makes it special? What makes it so exclusive? Okay. And I think there's a lot of tea that we've talked about spilling. We've talked about being open with the audience about
it. We
it.
didn't want to make a mess. Yes.
So I think for the real ones, we should just
a 3-in-1.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. I know all about
We're
those.
going to make the announcement. We're going to give you a bonus episode, an exclusive episode. And in that episode, we are airing it all out.
Yeah. Okay.
Things that we have never spoken about before.
Yep.
On the podcast.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
Oh my God, I'm nervous. Like that's so okay. Yeah.
I can picture a couple of people stopping the episode right here and
no,
going to the website.
No. You guys gotta listen to this one. Chill. Listen to this one and then skedaddle on over to thisgoodroom.com/exclusive and You'll find the content.
Yeah, you'll enjoy the content.
But if for whatever reason you don't get the password, it's okay. I mean, Des is gonna judge you a little bit, but I won't.
You a lot.
We will make the episode the announcement next week, 100%. I will not let Des hold it back from you guys anymore.
Watch.
No, don't say that. No. I promise you. If you don't get the password, you still will find out the news. You'll just have to wait one more week, but you will not get the exclusive episode.
They don't deserve it.
Yeah, but you will find out the news. Just one more week, I promise. So thisgoodroom.com/exclusive.
Joe, I'm disappointed in you.
Why? What did I do?
I'm gonna ask you something, and I already know the answer to it.
Oh.
But I'm gonna ask it anyways. You know when your parents you're in trouble and they're like, I want to see if you're gonna, you know.
Oh no.
It has been officially a year and I think like 3 days. A year and 3 days.
Okay.
No, a year and 4 days. Sorry, a year and 4 days.
Since what?
Have you watched Spider-Man yet?
Yeah, we spoke about this. You're so stupid.
You watched Spider-Man?
Oh my God, we literally talked about this on the podcast.
No, we didn't.
I'm disappointed in you for not listening and not remembering. Wow, you really tried to come for me.
I did. I was thinking about it today and I'm like,
you really tried to come for me.
Wow, how can somebody say that Spider-Man is their favorite and this and that and not watch the movie?
Yeah, you're messing with the
Did you watch Doctor Strange?
Yes.
That's the one that you watched on the plane?
Yeah.
But when did you watch Spider-Man?
I also watched it on the plane. Not that plane ride that you were on. I watched it when I went to Jamaica.
Oh.
I told you. So, okay. Everyone who's listening, Spider-Man is my absolute favorite superhero. And
that's a lie.
Anyways, he's the best Avenger. His story is the best in the MCU. Blah, 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 blah. But my friends and I had decided, like, okay, we're gonna, watch certain movies together and we're gonna watch them in order, right? So last year we watched Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Seven Rings, whatever it's called. And then we were supposed to watch Eternals. But, like, when you have, like, different schedules and getting together and time just kind of slipped away. And then Spider-Man came out last December. And
December 16th, to be exact.
Okay, anyways. But we hadn't seen Eternals yet. So we were, like, putting that off. And then I didn't want to see it without them. So then, like, it literally, like, I remember basically all winter I was avoiding, well, no, I shouldn't even say all winter. It was really about a month from, like, December until January that I was, like, well, no, I was avoiding spoilers for months, but like, as you know, I broke my ankle around that time, so I physically could not go to the movies anymore. So, asshole, trying to come for me. But that the reason I didn't go see it when it first came out was, again, because we were like, oh no, we're gonna watch Eternals first, and then we'll go. And then that never happened, and then I physically could not go. So I was like, you know what? I put it off for too long, and like I managed to avoid most spoilers. I'm not gonna say what I heard because like some people still may not have seen it, but like, you know, online.
If you haven't, you don't deserve to.
How do I say it without saying it? Like the fact that the guest appearances that were speculated before, those were confirmed to me by the internet, but like I wasn't looking, you know, like scrolling through stuff and it's right. And I was like, oh, okay, but I'm like, it was speculated before, so it wasn't like a huge spoiler. But aside from that, like I didn't like I was able to like avoid spoilers for the most part. But yeah,
how did you like it?
I loved it.
Like loved it or liked it a lot?
It wasn't the best one of like the Tom Holland movies, but I think it was really nice that said guests made appearances, and it was very nostalgic, and it was nice, and it was a very good movie. And I look forward to the next one. That's all I gotta say.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, how are you trying to come for me?
I don't like
saying that I didn't see it.
You know why? Because I was thinking about it the other day, because when Marvel movies come out,
I saw it like 6 months ago, 5-6 months ago.
When Marvel movies come out, literally like day of, I'm there. If I'm not there the opening night, I'm there the next day or the day after.
Well, this is what I will say. I still haven't seen Wakanda Forever.
No, neither have I. I'm not interested in that, though.
Why?
Do you want to hear the honest truth?
Yeah.
The fact that the first one came out and people are making this about like Black Panther, about like, ooh, black people, ooh, pride, ooh. I'm like, it's a cartoon. Like, it's not that deep. Why are you making it that deep?
I mean,
and
let
it turned
them be
me
proud of
no, it turned me completely off of what that's what like I don't understand. I don't understand. I literally can't comprehend the excitement.
Okay, so you're a hater.
And like when I went to the movies and like the environment wasn't for the movie. It wasn't for Black Panther. I'm hearing people talk about it who have no idea the storyline of Black Panther. All they hear is black people, Wakanda forever. And that pissed me off.
I get what you're saying, but like that's going to be the case with every movie, every Marvel movie. There's people who just like watch it because like, oh, it's another superhero thing. And there's the people who are like, who know it from the comic books and, you know, like.
That's like Shang-Chi, right? That's like Canadians being, oh, Canada, yes. Like, what does that have to, like, no.
Well, to be fair, in the actor is Canadian, but he's not Canadian in the movie.
No, I know.
Right, they're not actually African in the movie, most of these
And
actors.
That's what makes it even worse for me. So most everyone that we're talking about is
African American.
You see what I'm saying? Shut up. They're still American. There's like...
No, it's about representation, but that's what I'm saying. Like, they're not...
Representing a fake world.
What?
Show me vibranium. Show me a city made of vibranium and all these nonsense.
None of this stuff
That's
exists.
my point. So the way they...
In this universe... See what I did?
I hate her. I hate it here.
Oh my God.
I hate it here. So I have another problem. This one's not with you.
Just another Tuesday. Oh, thank God. Okay.
So most... I'm not going to say most men because... It could be anybody. Anybody could be a target of this.
You say all men? No, I'm joking.
You know when you are dating somebody or, you know, you've been with somebody for a while and they're very comfortable with you. You know, you might have sleepovers where they didn't bring clothes and you're like, oh, yeah, here, wear this. Or, you know, on a cold night, you're like, here, take my sweater, you know. And they don't give it back. They like to keep these things. Now, the other day I was in my closet. And I was looking for a sweater because I love wearing sweaters. And I'm like, where are my sweaters? I don't understand. And my girlfriend's in the room, and she's getting ready. And I'm just looking at her in such disgust. Because me asking where my sweaters are, I'm not losing my sweaters. They're not getting up and walking away. but where are my sweaters? And she's just like, I didn't take your sweaters. Personally, I know she has 3. And one day I went to her house and I tried to wear my own sweater and we got into a fight about it. Like, I'm not, like, this is not a conversation that, like, I'm going to put this on because I'm going to take a shower and I didn't bring any other clothes. And I'm not putting this sweater on because it's dirty. So, like, give me my sweater. Anyways, so there's this young man, 19 years of age, and he doesn't live anywhere near his girlfriend. No, I don't want to say anywhere near because that sounds like the other side of the world. He lives 5 hours away from her, which I'm not coming to see you every day.
Still
if you live
consider
far.
long distance. Yeah,
yeah.
Sure. 5 hours is not.
So they would see each other once in a while, meet in the middle, or she'd come to him, but he's never been to her house. So due to distance, he decided, you know what? I don't mind moving closer to her. It's not a big deal.
Oh, sweet.
He moves closer to her. He goes to her house for the first time, and he finds her stash of ex's sweaters.
Stash? Is it like, when I think of stash, I think of like it's hidden away, like your stash of weed that you hide from your mom.
It was hidden. I don't know how he found it, but
I thought you said 50. How do you hide 50 sweaters?
Who are you asking? 50? Ask her.
Okay.
Maybe she has like a bin that she puts them in.
50? That's several bins. Like, how do you hide several bins?
Well, it could be a big bin that you stuff in your closet.
It's a huge closet.
And he found 50 sweaters from her exes, whether it be one ex, whether it be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
If she has 50 sweaters that all belong to one ex, first of all, you're obsessed.
You're
Secondly,
more than obsessed.
Your ex has no clothes.
Like,
left.
There's no way. There's no way.
Like, sweaters and hoodies and stuff can be expensive, so he has no clothes.
Yeah. And the issue that the boyfriend now has is he's a bit uncomfortable because you don't have 1, 2, you have 50, and why do you still have them?
Because they're comfortable.
So you're still wearing, like, I don't understand. Like, you're wearing other men's clothes when me and you are together. Like, that's
no, but it's not another man's clothes. It's hers now.
That's not okay. That is not okay.
No, because here's the thing, right? Like, I feel like with women, move your hand. Yeah, you're like radiating energy onto
What can I say?
No comment. It could be a toxic energy, so I wouldn't be bragging and smirking over there if I were you. Sure. Anyways, it's like, it's like you take it, you borrow it, whatever, for whatever reason, but then like you're like, oh, this is comfortable. I like this. I like that. Like, I'm wearing like a big hoodie right now. This didn't belong to a man. It was my mom's, but it's still like nice. And then it's like, it's not even my mom's anymore. I've had this for years. Like, it's mine. It's comfortable. I like it.
Okay, let's say you bought me this sweater, right? The sweater I'm wearing right now. And we're not together, and a couple months pass, and I'm talking to a new girl, and one day she's like, oh, I'm cold, let me wear your sweater. And she wears my sweater. And she now has this sweater on. And now it's at her house. You're telling me you're okay knowing that this sweater belonged to, or somebody, another girl bought you this sweater, and you really gave me the sweater to put on? That's okay. No, it's not. Exactly. It's not okay. Don't try and spin it. I'm looking at your face and you're trying to. No, there's no spinning it. It's not okay. And if it's not okay, you shouldn't be wearing it either.
What are you talking about? It's a sweater. If someone gifted you something, it's different. You're not giving me like a engraved piece of jewelry that your ex gave you. She picked up a sweater at probably like Walmart or something.
It could have been Value Village. And I don't. No. That's not okay. That's not okay.
You're telling me that everything that someone once gave you
I would never let somebody else wear. That's so disrespectful.
I don't think I've ever done that, but I don't think anything is like wrong with it, depending on like how much time goes by. Like, if someone just gave this to me and it was like a big sentimental thing, and then you're like, oh, here you go. Like, that could be weird.
I strongly disagree. Like, if I give you, like, if I bought you a phone and you're upgrading and you decide to give your phone to your boyfriend, excuse the fuck out of me. You're giving me the phone your ex bought you? No, I don't want it.
You need a phone? I have an extra one. No. Here you go.
No. Nope.
You
nope.
should be thanking me.
It's okay. I'll stick with no phone. We'll never talk again. That's fine. I'm perfect. You're not gonna give me that phone. No way, Jose.
You're being ridiculous.
No. I strongly am like. There's a lot of things that I'm like, okay, that's ridiculous. But if somebody who is an ex, like if a friend got it for you, just a friend, cool. But if it's an ex and there was an emotional attachment or there's something emotional between you two, and they bought you this, like I have a sweater that can't even fit me and it's just sitting in my closet. I would never let my girlfriend wear that. Like it's only in my closet because I don't want to take it off the rack and throw it in the garbage. But if I'm moving or like I'm doing a spring cleaning kind of thing, then yeah, it's going in the garbage. But like it's just taking up dust in the closet.
So then why the garbage? Why not just donate it?
Because I don't want anyone else to ever wear that. It's a sweater, and the sweater says problem child, and it has a broken heart. And I used to wear that sweater often because I like the sweater. And no, me and you don't talk no more. It's not that I'm not going to wear the sweater because we don't talk, but the sweater doesn't really fit me anymore.
Problem
but I
child?
I would
Sorry, it just
never.
reminds me of Jake Paul.
Who?
Jake Paul. That's what he calls himself, like his boxing name.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The problem. You know, they all have like their little like name. It's like the problem child.
That's cute.
I mean, it's suited.
Yeah, I would no. Or like if I come to your house and like I need pants for whatever reason, and they're like, oh yeah, like this was so and so's pants, but here. You better give me yours. You better take those off and give me yours. I'm not wearing that. As a friend, would I wear it? Yeah, because I don't care. But if me and you are supposed to be something or trying something, you're not going to give me another man's clothes to wear.
To be fair, okay, yes. I wouldn't do that to someone. I think in certain situations it can be appropriate, especially like intentions. But like if I have a new guy come over and I have like sweatpants that belong to my ex, I'm not going to be like, oh, here. Because like, you're just like, you don't want the bad energy of the ex rubbing off on the new one.
So you'd rather just keep the bad energy of the ex to yourself when you're cold at night and want just a nice warm sweater.
Did I buy them?
No, he did.
So then why take your shit?
Exactly. So her having the 50 sweaters is a problem.
No, but
her
those
having
were
any sweater,
hers now.
No. Yes. They're still his. Take your shit.
Because I've definitely done that. And you're like, oh, like you borrow a shirt and then like, you know, you just wash it and it ends up in your closet and you use it and you wear it and you sleep in it. And it's not like you're I'm wrapped up in so-and-so's sweater. I feel so close to him. It's just like, yo, this is comfortable. It's mine now. Thanks.
Nope. Get a new comfortable sweater.
It has nothing, like, I don't know. For me at least, it has nothing to do with...
I had a drawer that this girl that used to sleep over my house all the time, she like would leave stuff in my house. I'm like, don't do that.
She had a drawer?
I gave her a drawer.
Wow.
And
that's a huge
it had
step.
maybe like, but in the drawer were my clothes. So you know when like you're like, oh,
can I have
your
clothes of stuff that she could help herself to
yes,
if need
yes,
be. Okay,
yes.
okay.
The only
fair,
thing
fair.
in that drawer for her was a pair of short shorts that like she would wear to sleep. And I'm like, you're not taking this home because I'm not buying a girl anything that a next man can take off of you. I'm not doing that. If you're my girl, I'll buy you whatever, you can bring it home. But if me and you are just, doing whatever, I'm not going to buy you lingerie and you're bringing that home. No.
That a next man can take off of you? You wouldn't buy her a glove? Because someone could take that off. You wouldn't buy a jacket. You wouldn't buy a sock. You wouldn't buy, like, Des, you're being ridiculous. Oh, my God.
So, when happened, like, over time, there happened to be, like, she slept over and went somewhere else, so she didn't bring the shirt that she was wearing and blah, blah, blah. So there's, like, a little shirt here and, a little jean shorts here and there, whatever. So that was in the drawer. So when we stopped talking, I had packed those things up and I gave it back to her. The short shorts, garbage. You're not getting that.
Why? They were hers.
You didn't just hear what I said.
But you said you're not buying.
I bought her a pair of short shorts.
Oh, you bought them.
Yeah, and they stayed at my house.
Oh, I thought
she wasn't allowed to bring them to her house.
Oh, okay.
Because once you leave my house, I don't know who's taking those off you, and that's no.
Okay, no, I get it now. I thought you were saying that she brought them because you would never buy shorts for a woman.
No. So I bought it for her, and they stayed at my house. So when I was giving her stuff back, I threw that shit in the garbage.
Did she ask for them?
No, but I'm pretty sure because she knows how I am, so I'm pretty sure like she knew not
she knows
even
that
to
you're
ask.
petty.
Yeah, and
unreasonable.
My girlfriend had seen it in my garbage, and she was just like, "Why don't you just give them to her?" And I told her, and she's like, "You're so stupid." I'm like, "They're going in the garbage. Like, you know, I want you to see they're going in the garbage. I don't want you to think like, oh, you gave them to her so she can always remember that. No, garbage. Your face, you see it. It's in the garbage. Look, here. Yep, tie the bag. Outside. Garbage day's tomorrow.
Garbage day's tomorrow, so later tonight, Des is digging through the trash. What's skush?
That's the going through the garbage. The plastic. Going through the garbage. Have you never heard raccoons go through garbage? Just
so you're a raccoon now?
Yeah.
You're a trash goblin?
Yeah. I can't be the D word because we don't use the D word in this place.
Dogs don't go through trash.
You use the word.
Yeah?
You're not supposed to.
Why? I'm talking about you.
Wow. You guys hear this, right? You hear this. You hear what I go through.
You set yourself up.
I asked her not to use the word, and she used the word.
You
and then,
did not ask me. You said I thought we did it. Get out of here.
Wow, crazy how this
No,
works.
I said don't call my son a dog.
Wow.
That's what I said. Speaking of which.
Yes.
My dog's name is the password to thisgirlroom.com.
Is it? What's your dog's name?
Exclusive. My dog's name is I can't, guys. The look that Des is giving me is like, if you dare.
You know why?
If you dare.
Like I thought about it. And when you said, "Oh, by the way, guys," I'm like, "Oh, why are you even telling them again? Don't even tell them again. They should have heard it the first time. Say the name. I dare you."
But that's just like when I like plug like the listener questions or stuff like that. Like you say it multiple times. It's fine.
This is different.
Des.
This is personal.
You know what? I think the truth is Des doesn't want y'all to see it.
Truthfully, I'm a little bit scared.
Why are you scared?
I'm scared because somebody asked me about it and they know your dog's name. So I really don't want them to even remember. Like, I hope they don't hear this episode. I hope I just hope that they just forget all about it and we can just move on because the tea that's spilled
is hot.
You know, when there's a stain and you'll always,
coming out.
Yeah. So that's what I'm a little bit, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. You had sent me a video.
Yeah.
And I'm going to play said video. I haven't heard the full video.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Please, ladies and gentlemen, keep your hands and feet.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jesus, Des, speak properly.
Keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times.
Have you ever cheated before? Be honest.
Black men don't cheat.
All right, you're a liar.
Why do y'all be lying like that?
Do you believe a person can really be in love and cheat, first of all?
I think men can.
So you don't think a woman can cheat and be in love? If you're dating a woman and she cheats on you, would you rather it be emotionally or physically? Would you rather her get rammed, sucking dick? Or would you rather her be, I love you, I miss you? Which one would you rather?
I don't want no dick going inside my pussy.
What would
I
you
don't want
rather?
her. No
I'd
dick.
rather my nigga fuck a bitch.
Every time a nigga is never gonna pick the physical cheating. Women always pick the
Yeah,
physical
because
cheating.
I think it's the thought of somebody else touching you. It's the thought of somebody else having you in a way.
So you would rather
that they
a woman
have
love
you.
another nigga?
Look, you can say whatever you want to this nigga.
As long as he don't touch you.
As long as you suck no dick.
Yep.
As long as you suck no dick.
Men are crazy.
I don't think it's crazy. I just think we wired differently. I think
Wow.
for women, because we're such affectionate people, the emotions is what really be having us like, oh, hell no, you got me fucked up.
Have you ever cheated before? Be honest.
Yeah, so this clip is from the Poor Minds podcast that and I saw it, so I sent it to you because I'm like, oh, like interesting. What? Why?
No, go ahead.
Oh God. Yeah, no, I just thought it was interesting, and like I think obviously if I'm dating someone or in a relationship or whatever, like I don't want them to cheat on me, period, like in no way, shape, or form. However, I think I do agree that something with the emotional cheating, just it feels like it's deeper, because like physical, you can have a physical connection with someone on a drunken night, that really means nothing, whereas an emotional connection takes time, it takes effort. It implies that if you're emotionally cheating, that like you've put time into it. You can't just say, oh, I'm sorry, I was drunk, or I wasn't thinking, or just got caught up in the moment. An emotional affair involves you talking to, spending time with, forming a connection with someone, and like that hurts more. Not that the physical cheating wouldn't hurt, but like it hurts more. And then also, I do think that you can be in love with someone and cheat, but I don't think it is a healthy love. Like, you ever see people, and like they claim to be in love, and like they in their own way they are like ride or dies for each other, but you're like, oh my god, this is so toxic. Like, you guys are gonna end up dead, in jail, both maybe. Like, I think of Blueface and his girlfriend, because they are toxic, but like I believe wholeheartedly that she loves him, but that is toxic, so I do think that like you can do horrible things to someone that you love, but it's not a healthy love. You can't be in a healthy functioning relationship and cheat, in my opinion, men or women.
Yeah, and for the most part I can agree with what you're saying. First of all, when he said black men don't cheat and she's like, you're a liar, blah 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 blah, that rubbed me the wrong way.
Of course.
That rubbed me the wrong way, not because like the whole black men don't cheat thing.
I'm playing the world's smallest violin. I don't know if you guys can hear it.
When men say, oh, women do this, it's, oh, you can't categorize all women and you can't do this all women. So for him to say black men don't cheat and her to say, oh, you're a liar.
He's obviously making a joke though, because we do know that all men cheat.
It's exactly, but it's how like, oh, you're a liar. Like, oh.
Or sorry, let me rephrase, because I don't want y'all to jump down on me. I'm not saying all men always cheat. I'm saying any man from
is
any...
possible.
Yes.
There's possibility of cheating, no matter if you're man, woman, dog, cat, animal, whatever. Whatever you identify as, you can cheat. Like, simple as that.
Right, is what I'm getting at. Yeah.
I don't like the way she jumped down his throat. That was just it for me. That rubbed me the wrong way.
I think it was a little more playful. She's just like, you lying. Like, come on. Like, black men don't cheat, please. Listen, if there was a scoreboard, I'm not going to say they would be first, but they definitely...
I don't think we'd be first.
They definitely in the top. I'm not even going to quantify it, but they're in the top. Let's put it that way. They're on the leaderboard.
With the cheating and being in love, I'm going to disagree with that. The reason why I disagree with that...
You're saying you don't think someone could cheat and be in love?
No. The reason why I disagree with that, because everybody has their own versions of what love is. If you and your partner's idea of love aren't in sync, then you guys aren't on the same page. For example, if your partner is okay with you sleeping with somebody you don't know, is that considered cheating? Not to you and your partner. So nobody can be like, oh, that is cheating. Because if she says...
Right, but then it wouldn't be cheating if it was previously agreed
That's what
upon.
I'm saying.
Right.
But however, somebody on the outside would be like, no, that's still cheating. Nobody can tell you about you and your relationship. That's how I feel.
Fair, but I the way I see it is, even if it's not something I agree with, if it's understood that the
two parties,
right? So like, I can be like, oh, it could never be me, but I'm not going to look at it as cheating because they agreed.
Yeah.
Cheating implies that there is deception.
Exactly.
Right, and if no one's being deceived, if it's like, yeah, like, like you can sleep with this person and that person.
So then it's not cheating, which is why I said, if you cheat, I don't believe you can cheat and be in love, because you're lying, you're deceiving your partner, and love shouldn't be deceiving.
Right.
However, if it's in the open, then it's not cheating, and therefore you're in love, or whatever the case is. But you're not doing both. You're not cheating and in love. You're being honest and open, and the person agrees with it for whatever the situation is, and you guys are in love with each other. Cool, good for you guys. So when it comes to cheating and in love, I disagree, and I don't think it's possible to cheat and be in love.
I do like what you said about the fact that I don't know, like I was saying that it's a different type of love. It's a more toxic love, blah blah blah, and like I do agree with that. So piggybacking on what you said, I think for me, I wouldn't consider it love. I know I said that like you can be in love and whatever, but like I said, that's a super toxic love. And like, if you're in a relationship with me, you should know the type of love I want to give and receive. Yeah. So that means you're not showing love in the way I want to receive it. So you don't love me the way I need to be loved or want to be loved. Therefore,
I'm not calling that love.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I kind of agree with you on that.
when when they were talking about emotional and physical cheating, which one would you rather? What I personally don't like, honestly, I would not have answered that question because I wouldn't rather any. We're not doing that. Like, why am I entertaining one or the other?
Because sometimes you just have to entertain the conversation.
See,
as someone with a podcast, you understand
how
it is.
I know, but like
we entertain
certain
the most
questions,
crazy stuff.
I know, but there's certain questions where, like, honestly, like I can't pick. Like, I don't know what to tell you, but I can't pick.
Now I have to ask you.
I wouldn't pick.
Des,
I can't.
You
I
have
can't.
to.
I shan't. Kill me.
You shan't.
Kill me dead. Strike me right here.
How are you gonna play the clip and then say I'm not gonna?
Because that is what was bothering me. Is none of them like even hesitated to be like, honestly, no, I'm not okay with either of those. If I have to answer, slightly okay, but they weren't even like, they were like, ooh, sucking dick or emotional? Nah, you're not fucking nobody. I'd rather emotional.
Yeah, but like, look what I said, right? I said like, I don't want either one, but I do realize that like one would cut deeper for specific reasons, but they would both be horrible.
Nada. You ain't sucking no dick and you're not being close to nobody. Because when you're close to something like...
Des would prefer emotional cheating.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, you love it? Go ahead and love it, but he ain't getting none of this. Like, that's fine. Yeah. Go live with him, but he's you guys aren't doing
Des
nothing.
Doesn't want to answer it,
yeah, but that you answered it for me, so we're good.
But Des has... You've said it before
100 times,
podcast,
and I'll say it again.
Like,
nah, man.
The idea of like my wife or girlfriend sucking someone else's dick.
You know what I'm saying? If you guys are having sex, you guys are having sex. Cool. But you're not sucking no dick.
For her to give head.
You're not. That's like, that's the bottom line for me. Like, even like thinking about,
it is
like,
weird though that like it seems that like men would lean more towards the physical being the thing that they can't get over, whereas women, it would be the emotional. And like I do agree with the girl who's saying like, we're just like wired differently, but it's interesting to me.
You think? I don't think it's interesting. I think it's stupid. The only reason why I think it's stupid is because the emotional aspect of it, from my perspective, comes from the idea of men are men and you shouldn't be too emotional about things. And that is why we lean towards more the physical, because the physical hurts deep. We know like a girl is not going to physically sleep with somebody unless she's physically attracted to him the least. Like, if you can...
I know some people who might do some things.
Like, I know women could be like, okay, like I kind of like this guy, but it's not that deep, but he's fine, so I'll fuck. You're not going to be like, this guy's butt ugly, but I think I love him even though I have a boyfriend.
Depends on the personality, but then we get into the territory of like, is that now more of an emotional thing?
Exactly. So with men, I can understand why it's physical, and I don't think it's necessarily wired differently. I think it's society. It's not the wiring, it's the society. Like, you don't just grow up as a kid and be like, right,
but that means you're wired by society, right?
If you choose to be, I guess. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, the way society affects you, I don't think it's something that is like consciously done.
That's what I mean. People aren't conscious and they need to be.
Right, but like we're talking about like upbringing and like youth and stuff. Like they don't know better.
They gotta learn better. I was having a conversation with somebody about doing things because of pride or because you actually want to do it. And they were like, they didn't understand. I was explaining like, you cannot like somebody, but the somebody would be very helpful to you in what you need. And there's nothing wrong with you being like, hey, Joe, do you mind moving this for me or whatever the case is. But you're not going to do it because of pride. So you're going to make your own life harder because of pride. Like that no longer makes sense to me.
I mean, I get what you're saying.
I mean, if you want to do it, but just know that it's pride and not like logically that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. But I mean, I feel like pride is huge when it comes to like relationships.
To everything,
but I feel like it can very easily like make or break.
Oh, for sure.
A relationship.
For sure.
On both ends. It's not just like a men.
Because even someone not willing to change, even someone not talking up for themselves, same thing we're talking about, the cheating thing. Like, if I know that this girl is a cheater because every story she's told me, she's a cheater, but yet I'm not going to have a conversation with her about cheating and how I feel and where I stand and whatever, to me, that's pride, because you feel like, she'll never cheat on me because I'm Godzilla.
Did you hear about the study that proved that like women can spot a cheating man just by looking at him, but men are unable to tell the same about women?
No,
Yeah, so hold on, I have it here.
that's just
They did a study with like an equal amount of men and women, and they studied 189 Caucasian adults from their just by their pictures. And the researchers found that the female participants were better able to distinguish between those who were unfaithful and those who weren't when compared to their responses, to the 189 people's self-reported sexual history. So like the people obviously disclosed.
Yeah, if they did or not.
Right. And then the men weren't able to do the same. And they said that they found that the men frequently assumed that the more attractive the woman is,
The less they were likely to cheat.
No, the like more attractive and feminine looking women were unfaithful. That's what the men assumed, and then like going off of that was wrong. Whereas women base their judgment on how masculine a man is, not how attractive you look. Because you can be masculine and dead ugly, and you can be a little more soft and like hot as shit,
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, women had a better.
Yeah, well,
Like,
they obviously don't choose better, because I highly doubt those 189 men are cheating with mostly men.
No, it was men and women. Like
No, I know. I'm just saying when the women were guessing for the men.
What do you mean?
Never mind.
I'm confused.
Takes a cheater to know a cheater is all I'm saying.
I don't think so.
I do.
I don't think so, because there's certain people that I look at and I'm like, oh, like he looks like he would be a cheater, but I'm not a cheater.
You shouldn't judge him. You don't know him.
No, you don't judge, but like you really like you gotta side eye that person,
No,
like to be quite honest, if I get cheater vibes from you, like we're not talking.
I'm just using. I just wanted you to say something so that I can use it again later in a petty argument. Like, did you say that? Or does that only work for women? I sent out a group text to my friends today, and
Yeah, you singled out women.
I did.
I was like, what the hell?
Because
you're having a Christmas party this week.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we didn't even address that. Like, this is like the Christmas episode, technically. You didn't do any jolly greetings or anything. What?
No, I didn't.
You didn't. The other episode, you're like,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah. No,
And then
that's
now,
all I had.
now when the time counts,
No, that's
it's
all
like,
I
what
had
are you
in me.
doing?
That's all I had in me.
You're all Christmas out.
Beginning of the month, and that was it.
I'm surprised that you're even hosting a Christmas party. And don't say, oh, like girlfriend this, girlfriend that, because let's be honest, nobody can make you host something if you don't want to, because you are.
The thing is,
you're selectively antisocial.
The thing is, you're not wrong. However, I've learned that when you're in a relationship, it's not just about you and what you want. I know
you just learned that.
I know she likes these things, and it won't be the end of the world. So
basically, you're saying pick your battles.
Yeah. So this is like.
But what I'm saying is, I don't believe you're only doing it for her. I believe.
No, just 95%. The other 5% is for everybody else.
No, there's nothing in it for you.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so then cancel it. Cancel it right now.
All right. So when she fights me, I'm gonna send her right to you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Do it. Send out put me on the thing. Send out a mass text.
Yeah, I send it to everybody individually.
Whatever you're doing, I want to think. Wait. Are you actually typing it? Don't cancel it.
Christmas. All kind of. I really don't care. Like for real. 90%. This is for her. The other 95. Sorry. The other 5% is for everybody else, because.
So if I don't come, it's fine.
If you don't want to, like, I'm not gonna be like, Joe, I can't believe you didn't show up. Oh, okay. I'm surprised I'm showing up.
Well, can I share part of the message that you sent?
You can share the whole message if you want.
Crazy.
You know what? Everybody messaged me, and they're not everybody. A couple people messaged me, and they're like, I love when you send mass texts.
The invite that Des sent out to everyone.
This is the original invite.
Was the original.
Okay.
He said, okay. Christmas is coming. This year we'll be taking over my mother's house or living room, kitchen area, LOL. This year we're going to do what we have in previous years and do a potluck, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm skipping like the boring stuff. Bring alcohol that you're willing to share. If you don't bring any, don't drink any. And if you're drinking, drink responsibly. Everyone. Oh, I almost said his name. Can I say his name?
No.
Oh, no, I can't.
No.
I forgot.
No, you say it needed to be harder.
Because he's whining. Puppy, doggy. He's not answering.
You can't call him a dog.
Bubba,
My son.
come here, baby. No crying. See, like, how do I not say his name? Everyone, please look nice enough to take pictures, even if you don't want to. We're memories, people. We don't want to remember ugly.
We don't.
Before dinner starts, one shot will be taken by everyone before we eat because we're a family. Aww. I think that's the part that got me. I was like, what you're not gonna do is blame alcoholism and forcing.
We got to do it together.
Forcing people to drink on family. That's a.
What do you mean? We got to do it together.
No, puppy. I'm like, what? Because he's tapping me. He's like,
that's so funny.
Guys, I can't. Like, you don't understand.
No,
like,
puppy.
I feel like I have a gun to my head. Because if I slip up,
I swear,
Des,
I'll be so mad.
You guys will just hear like banging. He will body slam me into this table right now. Like, anyways, it was there was a little bit of there was other details, but it was just like more normal stuff. But I was like, really?
Like, I like the one today.
We don't like ugly.
Today I started.
We're a family. Like, that's the invite?
Yeah. Today I started with okay. But then I was like, okay.
Oh, you did. Hold on. Yeah.
Hold on. I changed it. I changed it from okay. Yeah.
He said, "Oh, see, so you were festive in the message, but you weren't festive on the podcast."
And I tried.
He said, "Ho ho ho! 'Tis the week that you all what? 'Tis the week to get all you need, from the little treats to festive meals. From ... Okay, yeah, that's enough."
That was too much for me.
And then what he was saying about the singling out women. He said, where was it? Oh, he said, come with a smile on your face and positive vibes. Yes, ladies, I know it's wrong for men to tell you to smile, but it's my family's house you're entering, so I don't care. If you don't do well with antisocial, I don't do well with antisocial, so if that's your plan, you might as well feel awkward when I put it on blast. Little dog.
And
hello, come here. You can't come here.
And the reason why I
can't tell him to stop because he's not responding to
anything else.
Yeah, he's like, call me by my name or don't call me at all, and I don't blame him.
The reason why I singled out the ladies was because I remembered our episode where we talked about men telling women like, oh, just smile. Oh, you look pretty when you smile. Mm-hmm. In my house, I'm telling you what I want to tell you. If you don't like it, I'm sending it in the message. Don't come. People tell me I look miserable all the time. You're one of them. You saw it the other day. I didn't think I looked miserable. Oh, disgusted. That's because I was with you. But no, actually, in some of the pictures. You guys hear that again, right? It's on our website. What? Would you prefer I lie? Yes. No, on our website, thisgirlroom.com. This is not a plug for the exclusive episode, but I'm glad you can feel it in my soul. Because you're glaring at me. But I'm saying the picture where like you're in the chair and I'm like over you and I'm like, Mm-hmm. Someone was like, you look so miserable. And I'm like, I took this picture with my ankle broken. Yeah. And he didn't even give me the chair. Nope. You weren't having the chair. You can't tell, but I'm balancing on one foot. Like, I probably was miserable. But then Des is like, no, that's just your face. And I'm like, oh, people tell me like if I'm not smiling. Yes. It's like, you okay? Or like, oh, she's so friendly. She's so nice. And then like, oh, shit. And like when you say no, you're okay. Like a lot of times, like you don't do it with a smile either. So I'm fine. Why would I? I know. I'm okay. That's weird. Like you look like you're lying. But it's like, okay, let me just leave her alone then. Do I look like I'm lying sometimes? Yes. Really? Yeah. I thought I had like a trustworthy face. Don't look at me like that. Seriously? No, I was looking at you trying to figure it out. Like, because I know you, I feel like I have a more trustworthy face than you. Oh, 1,000%. I'm not saying you don't have one. You can't trust these eyes. You can't see these eyes. What? You can't trust what you can't see. You guys, you see that? This is like the third or fourth time. Am I lying? She's been taking jabs at me since this episode started. Am I lying? It's like the second time. But no, this is the third time. You just said I have a miserable looking face and I look like people can't trust me. Is that not jabs? No, that was a fact. A lot of we just said a lot of people have told you that. Yeah. Yeah, I was also told that like when I eat, I've been told this since I think it was since like
was it high school or was it
You look
after
like
high
you don't
school?
like what you're eating.
No, I just look sad, like while I'm chewing. But I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I'm just chewing. Like, you want me to emote and like
Well,
be
maybe, yeah.
expressive? Like, you're just sitting there.
That's why I think you don't like what you're eating.
People are always like, oh, like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm just eating my food. And then because I'm a picky eater, you know when
you
like
look at your food so much.
But I also have allergies, so like I have to look through my food because I've had times where I'm like, oh my god, like last Friday we went out to a restaurant. It was like this Mediterranean place, and it was like shareables. So it was like me and my 2 girlfriends, and like she ordered the rice, and I'm like looking at the menu, I'm like, no, this has like almonds in it, and like. You know, the waiter was like, oh no, we can like make it without it for you. And I'm like, okay. Which first of all, my friend, I'm like, you're trying to kill me because you for
should know that,
years.
yeah.
Yeah. And like you ordered this specifically, the only one with almonds. And then when it came out, of course, like I'm eating it, it was good. But like I'm taking the fork. Yeah. Like you want to make sure when it's like for death, I choose life. Shit. I choose life. I'm not trying to die. So yeah, I don't know. Listen, I don't know what people want from me.
Fix it. I can't tell you that. Sorry. I'll ask one of the girls to tell you.
Yeah, so when I'm like chilling and I'm fine, and the thing is, it's not a resting bitch face. I don't look bitchy.
No.
I just look sad, but not like I'm gonna cry. But I just
no,
look
like something's on your mind. Sad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look preoccupied. I look like I'd rather not be there, which I mean, that might be the truth, depending on what the situation is. But yeah, it's not, because I don't think I have resting bitch face, but it's just like my friend said, maybe a little miserable, a little bit. It's like a little sad with like a hint of miserable and a little preoccupied.
Yeah.
Like those 3 things combined. But then like once you talk to me and I'm like talking and engaged and I'm smiling, I think it changes my face.
Yeah, but then when you're not, it goes right back to fuck.
Yeah, but I can't smile all the time.
Somebody keep talking to her.
No, I'm friendly. Oh my gosh.
You're very friendly.
Is that why? When last Friday when my friends and I went out, there was we went to dinner. Then we went like to this place for a drink, but there was like a club like above the bar, owned by the same people. So the bouncer, the security guard came in and he was talking to us and he was like, oh, like if you guys want to get up, like I can get you in without cover. And we were like, all right, might as well, like we're here. So we went in and like he's like, you know, talking to me and trying to flirt and whatever. And so like when you're like, and at first, well, no, I was gonna say at first I was kind of like receptive, but that's a lie. He just said free cover. So I was like, oh.
See how girls use you, man?
No, I didn't. He offered. So I was like, okay.
You should have said, no, I'll pay like everybody else.
No. We paid for coat check though. So we did pay something. We just didn't pay for cover. No, I was like, no, he was nice and like, you know, conversing, but like I'm not gonna flirt with you. I'm not interested. You know me. You know me, typical Joe. But no, what it was is he was pretty tall, right? Like I'm standing and I'm like breaking my neck to look at him. But like there's pretty tall and then there's like crazy tall. So I'm looking at him and I'm like, you're very, like, I'm 5'5". Like, I'm looking up at you. Like, you're clearly like a 6'4".
Yeah.
Right? He told me he was 6'8". And I was like, but I can see you. Like, you're not.
She said, but I can see you.
No, I said it to him.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
I was like, you're not 6'8". I'm like, you're tall. Like, I'm not taking that from you. But like I have a really close friend who's pretty tall. He's like, he calls himself 6'4". I tell him he's 6'3" because I'm like, Men always try to lie about their height. But like I'm like, he was about that friend's height. Maybe
why do you think we're
little
lying?
Taller. Because I see you with my eyeballs. I see like
you aren't a measuring tape, yeah?
I know my height, and if you're telling me you're another 5 feet taller than me, I know you're lying, sir.
No.
But like the guy's clearly tall, but like
maybe he's 6'8".
I think it was a mix of like me not being receptive to his flirting, and then I told him that he wasn't as tall as he was claiming to be. He was not happy.
Kick you guys. They didn't pay.
He didn't kick me. No, this was on our way out now. Because like, so he let us in Like he walked us in and like got us bypass the line or whatever, and then he like chilled with us for a second while we were doing coat check and like small talk, and then he left us like we were having our own
because he has to
thing.
go do his fucking job.
Right, but then like we were by the bar and he pops up again. Hey ladies, how you doing? Like he kept coming.
Checking in.
Yeah, and then like when we left, he was outside, so we were talking a little bit. The only reason I was even having this conversation with him is because my two friends were preoccupied. That's all I'm gonna say. Not with each other. I'm gonna just leave it at that. But mess. But yeah, so I was like, oh, I need to, like, you know, I'm just like the only one who's not preoccupied. So he's trying to talk to me. I'm like, listen, I'm not trying to be preoccupied with you, sir. It's not gonna happen. Not
Looks
from me.
around the club with nobody here.
Oh no, with nobody there.
Yeah.
But you know that's not me. I'm not gonna go to a club and like make out with someone.
No, I know that's not. I don't think you'll go.
I wouldn't
anywhere.
even.
I don't think
I
you'll
wouldn't
go
even-
to a boyfriend's house and make out with it.
Shut up. I was gonna say I wouldn't even go to a club. But yeah, so
This girl asked me how tall I was before, and I'm like 6 foot, and she's like, "You're not 6 foot." I'm like, "What? How are you gonna ask me?"
You're not.
I'm 6 foot.
You're 5'11".
I'm 6 foot.
You're 5'11".
I'm 6 foot.
I measured you like a year and a half
No,
ago in my living room.
So I can't grow in a year and a half.
You didn't grow.
How do you know? Did you measure me right now?
You didn't grow
see what I'm
physically. You
saying?
didn't grow emotionally.
I didn't. I did not. I did not.
Kidding. Well, with the second part, still stand by the first part.
That's actually a part of my message that I really enjoyed when I
What?
said if you're sick, if you're not feeling well physically,
yeah.
emotionally, or mentally,
Yeah, don't come.
yeah, because I'm not dealing with nobody's sick in their head self.
Yeah, I'm like, you're not, I'm like, okay, you're not just talking about COVID. You're like, I just don't want to deal with people.
I don't. So if you're not coming on good terms, don't come, please. I don't
Said
want.
if you are sick in any way, shape, or form, I'm talking physically, emotionally, spiritually, or mentally, and all caps, do not even get in a vehicle that's headed towards my house. This is like the invitation, guys. Like this man sent an essay.
I just want to make everything clear. And at first I was actually going to say don't drive to my house, but I was like, oh, what if they're not driving? They're going to try and find a leeway around it. I'm like, ain't nobody walking to my house. The closest person that can walk.
Yeah, seriously, I'm not trying to get Christmas COVID.
Yeah, exactly. So I need everybody to know, like, if you're not feeling well, don't come. Like,
If I hear a sneeze, I'm gone.
I can
Irish
understand
goodbye.
that.
I'm
I
out of
can-
there.
I will burn that house to the ground.
Jesus.
Jojo,
Yes.
listener question?
I think so. Yes. Today's listener question is actually very special because it is from one of our OG listeners, which, by the way,
If you
Mikey,
don't
if
fuck-
you don't know the answer, if you don't know my dog's
God.
name,
honestly, just you don't have to say anything. Just unfollow from Instagram. That's how we'll know. Just unfollow, and we'll get. We understand what that means.
Des is like, don't even talk to me.
Yeah.
I don't even want an explanation.
Don't.
we have very high expectations of you, but that's because we hold you in very high regard,
Exactly.
which is why we want to take the time to wish you a very happy birthday.
Happy
His birthday
belated
was
birthday.
I was about to say his
But you
birthday
already
was
said happy birthday.
Oh my gosh. Look, you're ruining the birthday message.
No, I'm not. He loves it.
Happy happy belated birthday, Mikey. His birthday was this past Sunday. I don't know I don't know if I should like say his age. But it's a milestone birthday. It is.
We'll just say that.
Yeah.
We'll say it's a milestone.
I don't know
birthday.
I feel like he's probably been open in like no, he for sure said it. Hold on.
He says it in the.
No, he does say it in the message, so he
Okay.
just turned 18.
Okay.
I was like, I just don't
Cat's
want
out the bag.
I don't want to like put people on blast, you know,
Yeah,
unless I have
And
permission.
actually, if anybody is our OG listeners, they would already know his age because
Well,
we've talked about it
that's
plenty
what I
of
was
times.
gonna say. Yeah, because
Oh,
I
you guys
remember
are getting called out right
I remember
now.
last year we thought he turned 18. He was
Yes.
like, actually,
sorry,
you idiots.
stupid.
He was like, I never said that. Like, you guys just assumed.
yeah.
But
Do you remember when
happy
we used to
birthday.
guess everyone's age?
I thought we still kind of do.
Oh no, because somebody called us out on it.
What do you mean?
Somebody wrote in one time and was like, "Oh, you guys keep, saying you're old and this because we'll try and guess people's age and say we're old."
Oh, and they're like, I'm 40.
Yeah,
Like, you need
yeah.
to stop
And
calling
well,
yourself
Since
old.
then, I don't believe we did it again.
No, I think what it was is you wanted to know people's ages for like context
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
because sometimes when they write in, it's like your experience varies depending on like what
For
stage
sure.
of life you're in. So sometimes it is relevant. And it's not always, but sometimes it is. But yeah, anyway, so happy birthday, Mikey. We hope you have an amazing day, amazing year. 18 is huge.
It is.
It's like you're like a person, like an adult.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like you can vote.
You can get kicked out your house and
Well,
wander
technically,
the world.
anyone can get kicked out of their house.
Yeah,
at
but
any
wander
time.
the world.
Wonder or wander?
Wanda?
Vision?
Yes.
Yeah, but no, I think you are a smart young man with a bright future, and I think you're going to navigate
North?
your 18th year successfully.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why I said North?
Because he has
Yes,
been
yes.
entertaining the idea.
Yes.
Yeah, what's good with that too, by the way? Okay, anyway, so he says, "Hey guys, how you been? Listen, I know, I've been gone for a bit, but I've missed you guys. We missed you too. But we know you have your girlfriend now, so you don't care about us." Kidding. Hi, Carly. Oh, and oh my God, their anniversary's coming up.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure.
It is.
I think like next month.
Yes. Early next month.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not us knowing his whole life.
Yeah, his mother's birthday.
His mother's maiden name. Yes. He says, "I always listen. I just get so caught up on school, personal life, and all that jazz that I put off writing in. But I'm writing in now, so I think all is forgiven, right?" I'll say all is forgiven because it's your birthday.
Yeah,
we gotta
okay,
be nice.
yeah,
You know, you gotta be
fine,
nice to the
fine, yes.
birthday boy. But no, it's all good. He says, "Hopefully, because I'm writing in on a very special day. The day before you guys record is actually my birthday, the big 18. And let me just say, the first day of adulthood is already tiring and boring."
Oh, tell me about it.
You guys have to do this every day. Listen, it gets worse.
So
okay?
much worse. So
Like,
much worse.
I feel like, honestly, I'm not even lying. Like, by the time I hit like 22, 23, I was like, where's all my fucking energy?
25, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I was like,
This can't be life.
honestly, no. Not even, I would say not 23. Maybe like 21.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
21. No, okay, I'll say 22. I'll give myself a little more time. But like, I was like, what?
That was me. Yeah. I hit that at 25.
Yeah, you guys have to do this every day. Anyways, I feel like I should update you guys on my absence. Carly and I's one. Oh my God, I didn't even read it and I knew. I'm like, is that a good thing? Am I creepy?
Stalker.
Carly and I's 1 year is coming up and I couldn't be happier. Congrats again. D is still one of my closest friends and there's actually some drama between him and L and A.
Yes.
That I can tell you guys in a future submission.
Oh my God.
Like,
Oh
you
my
gotta
God, man. I've been waiting for this because I knew it had to come. I knew.
Which I also have to say, you know what? Usually we're like, oh, like we'll give the listeners like a summary. But like
Yeah.
if y'all don't know, y'all don't
You don't
know.
know. You don't know.
Because if you're an OG, you know
Thank you.
Mikey's story too. So Mikey's the unofficial next host of this podcast. What was I saying? Yeah, some drama between him and L and A. That's interesting. Because remember where we left off, D was still cool with them.
Yeah, but also cool with Mikey.
Yeah.
But they're not.
He was the middleman,
Yeah.
so
I knew this was going to happen because they're fucked up. They're fucked up.
Interesting. Yeah, he said he can tell us in a future submission. But yeah, my personal life is going great. School, however, is tougher than before. But I'm not, I mean, yeah, it's that time,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. But I'm not going to bore you guys with that. I've come with one question, and that's, what is one thing you love and hate about both childhood and adulthood? Before I finish his little summary, I guess we'll answer.
One thing I love about childhood was I don't want to say the freedom, because obviously you're a child, you can't just do whatever you want, but it was like, I don't know, me going to school was always so exciting because it's Deswayne, and like doing stuff was always
Tell us you're popular without telling us you're popular.
Yeah, that part of it I miss, when like friends were actually friends and it was all innocent and true and pure and there was no like stupidness. Like me and my friends, we didn't go through that like, oh, I'm not talking to her because I'm not talking to him because, we didn't go through that. We dealt with the problems immediately and then we all moved on. So that is what I miss about childhood.
I was kind of going to say something similar. I think one of the best parts about childhood that I absolutely loved was the friendships. I think that in adulthood, friendships are harder to maintain. because now you have more bills, more responsibilities. Like we said, like you just get tired. Like you have to, it's just harder to like manage like priorities and stuff. So it's not that like you don't have friends anymore, but it's just like you don't see them as much. It's just harder to maintain. But like there's just such like a carefree nature when you're super young and like you're seeing all your friends at school every day.
Exactly.
And even in university, it's still easier, although it does get harder because like the workload is more. And, you know, like when you're in college, like you want to do good in school because you're paying a lot of money for it. So it's like, or even if you have a scholarship, there's just a lot more riding on it than in high school and even like elementary. So I don't know. I think I loved, like, I remember like elementary days, like we used to like, my friends and I used to like go to the park and like ride our bikes and like literally this I feel like this sounds like I grew up in like the 80s, like before technology, but like it was literally like we used to hang out until the streetlights came on
and just hang out.
And like play and talk and ride around, and
Even
it was
though
just
we
like
saw each other all day.
Right, it was like we get home from school and within like an hour, maybe two, but like even two is pushing it. Like you hear the little ding dong, oh hi, can Jonel come outside? And then you know you then now I'd be like, oh my god, like don't roll up at my house.
Don't just show up. Who do you think you are? Don't just show up.
Yeah, but it was nice, you know, like I really do cherish those memories. And like I remember that was the time when it was like there were the kids who like got out and there were the kids who like played video games. But I think like my, you know, and like obviously the parents are like, you gotta get outside, and like you see that a lot more now. But I don't know, I really liked that about my childhood.
It's funny that you say like the kids who got out and played video games, because my friends, we did both. At lunchtime, grade 7, grade 8, so around 12, 13, we would all go to this kid's house who lived like four doors down from the school. And at lunchtime, we'd all like go buy lunch, and then everyone would go to his house. And if you like, video games are there. If you want to play. Like if you don't. And then after school, we'd stand outside for like 2 hours just talking to each other, just to go home, do a little bit of homework, and then go back outside with each other. So we did the games and outside. So yeah, these kids are losers. So these kids like their video games.
Yeah, that's what I loved about childhood. What I will say I hated, and this is like more of like a very like personal experience. Like I don't think like the whole like friendship thing, I think could be like anyone can relate to that, but I think this one is a little more specific to me. But I just, you know, like didn't have an easy childhood in terms of like my upbringing. I'm very close with my mom, but like she had a hard time and she was a single parent and stuff like that. So I would say that would probably be the worst part. But I mean, she still gave me a good childhood, all things considered. It was just, you know, there's definitely things that were rough, but that's what I hated the most. What did you hate the most?
What I hated the most about childhood was
having to eat out of the garbage,
not having freedom.
Oh.
Like as much as like outside that
guys, I'm not being shady. He told a story.
No, I literally literally not like every day like squirming through garbage.
No.
But there was an incident that happened at home, and like I bawled my eyes out and threw up later, but whatever. I was a very curious kid in terms of like I always wanted to know how people think and why they think the way they do. So I would kind of test boundaries sometimes with my parents, and like I'd come up with my own synopsis about it. And like, you know, when your parents are in a good mood, you know what you can ask, you know what you can't ask. And at a young age, I learned that like, why does your mood depend on what I can do? And I didn't like that. So because you're having a bad day, I can't go out with my friends. Like I didn't do anything wrong. That didn't make sense to me. So not having the freedom to actually just do things, even when I didn't do anything wrong, that is something I didn't like. You know, you can teach your kids things, of course, you're supposed to, but teach them the right way. I would never deny my son to do something when he hasn't done anything wrong. Like that literally just, I can't fathom that. So those kind of things are like, I absolutely hated that.
Something that I love about adulthood is the freedom to do what you want. Now, that's kind of, I don't want to say it's like a controversial thing, but a lot of people are going to be like, you know, I feel like I have less freedom as an adult because I have to work, I have to pay bills, I have to do this. But at the end of the day, like, you make your decisions,
Yeah.
you make your schedule. I love having the freedom to like travel and do things. And I love that, like, yes, you know, you have to spend more money because you have more bills. But I mean, compared to when you're younger, you're making more money. So you can do more things with said money. You know, when you're like, oh, when I have adult money, I'm going to do this and do that. Like, you can do that if you really want to.
You can,
if you
yeah.
want to have ice cream for breakfast, you know, when you're like 10 years old and your parents like, no, you can't do that. You can do whatever the hell you want. Like, you can literally do whatever you want. So, I mean, I think that's the best. It's just the freedom, and like just making more money is great as an adult. What's the thing you love?
What do I love about adulthood? I love the fact that I can tell people no, and I don't care how they feel. When you're a child, you feel, when you're younger, I don't want to say child, but when you're younger, adolescents, you feel saying no is a bad thing. You feel like you being honest is a bad thing. No. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. That's how I feel. I don't, like, simply, I don't care. My son, I found out a couple months ago, the 13-year-old one, he dated a girl for 2 weeks. I found this out from his ex. She was kind of being
first
petty.
of all, I think once you said the dated part,
I just wanted to say it, just, you know?
Yeah, but
just to clarify. I don't know. There's weird people out
we
there.
think the 1-year-old is out here.
Hey, man.
Running
What
the
can I say?
daycare, eh?
What can I say?
Start him young.
He dated a girl for 2 weeks, and I didn't know that. And when I asked him why they broke up, and he's like, because I didn't like her. I was like, okay.
So why did he start dating her?
Because he thought he would have liked her, but then he realized, like, I'm just dating her just because she likes me, but I don't really like her.
Okay.
And me and his mom were like, yeah, that's a fair reason. You don't have to date somebody you don't like just because they like you. Like, you know, that's good for you to notice that and cut it off right away.
Before he
You
started
could
dating
have,
her.
but hey,
I
man,
mean,
it happens.
but the reasoning is still very
exactly,
valid.
yeah. So in adulthood, I like the fact that, like, you can be honest about your feelings, and well, you should be honest about your feelings. And if somebody doesn't like what they hear, then okay. But that's how I feel.
I'll say what I hate about adulthood, and I'm sure everyone's going to be like, of course Joe would say this, but I hate the obligation and the expectations that men have from women. Because when you're younger, like in high school, I wasn't having conversations like you and I have on this podcast. Like, oh, like men expect this and women are this and da-da-da-da. It was just like, if I liked a guy, I liked him. There was no like, oh my God, like you have to have sex or you have to do this or this is implied. And you're just like, I like the person and like, it's wonderful. And like, let's just go from there. Like, you know, there were less expectations surrounding sexuality and like the obligations of a woman when you're younger. And then it's like the second, like, you become a quote unquote adult. And it's like, what really is adulthood? Because some days I really don't feel like it. Some days, literally, the other day, I was like, I need an adult. And I'm like, oh my God, I am the adult. It's like crazy. And I was telling my friends a story, and I might have told it on this podcast too, when I was in Jamaica in the summer, and she's technically my cousin, but you know, like out of respect, like she's what, like 8. Right. So we're all like, the whole family's hanging out, and she's like, Auntie. And I'm sitting there like, you know, is her aunt not going to answer her?
Somebody going to answer this child?
Yeah. And I look over and she's talking to me. And I'm like, I'm the auntie?
Yes, you are.
So, like, my God, Jesus Christ. Where did the time go? You know, like, I just, yeah, it's just like, I love the innocence of like when you're younger, and like that's not to say that like young people aren't like having sex and doing things, but I just feel like it's the obligation. Like, you know what I mean? Like a man, when you're an adult, I shouldn't say every man, but like a lot of men are going to be like, oh, like I took her out to dinner, I bought her this, blah, 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 blah. Like I expect this out of her. Like the security guard I was talking about, right? Like he sees one of my friends making out with someone else, the other one barefoot on the street doing whatever she's doing, and it's just like,
are the friends you keep.
Well, I mean, listen, this is not a reflection of the people I was with. It was a reflection of one too many tequila shots. No, but you know, it was just like he's looking at me like, so. And then when I wasn't, and this is the thing, I wasn't rude, but like when I was not reciprocating or receptive to his advances, it was like, and he didn't like cuss me out or anything, but his whole attitude was basically like, okay, well, fuck you then, you know? then he went inside the club, and I'm like, well, my Uber's here anyways. Like, it was so weird because this man was hovering all night. Let us in for free, coming around the bar, blah, blah, blah. And like, I'm going to be me. I'm going to be friendly. But like, at no point was I flirting with him. At no point did I dance with him. And it's just like, why can't I meet someone? Like, you know me, like I'll meet someone and I'll be like, oh, this person's so nice. Like, I want to be their friend. And it's like, oh, you can't do that because if you're too friendly with a man, he's going to assume that, you know, you want to sleep with him. But like when I was younger, like under 18, I felt like that wasn't the case. You know, like when you're in school, you have more guy friends, you talk, and it's not automatically assumed that every person that you interact with, you want to sleep with. It's something that comes with age, and I don't like that.
What I don't like about adulthood is the exact opposite of Joe. It's the same thing, but from like a woman aspect. Like, I think like when you're younger, nobody really knows what they want. You make like little childhood dreams, like, oh, when we get married, our kids, hee hee ha ha ha. Like, it's not serious, but you're serious in the moment. But you know, it's not that deep. I don't like now that when you get older, because of, you know, time clocks for women and life itself, I don't like that everything is like, okay, when are we going to do this? When are we going to do that? When are we going to move in together? When are we going to like, and I feel like guys in that sense are taken back, and it feels more of an obligation than what you really want to do.
You're more so dreading it than like being able to look forward to it.
I have a friend who he's been dating his girlfriend for maybe like 6-7 years, and like when we talk, he's like, I don't want to live with her. Like, I'm not moving in with her. Like, I'm not.
6-7 years?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And
maybe there's something a little deeper with that one.
And he was like, you know, he loves her. Everything is like fine. Like, of course they have their issues like every couple, but he's like, for sure, I love her. I can see myself with her, but in no time soon do I plan to live with her. Like,
no time soon. It's been 7 years.
He knows when he lives with her, it's going to be, oh, did you do this? Oh, it's going to be more of a mother than a girlfriend, because she's very peculiar about a lot of things now.
Particular.
Thank you. About a lot of things now. So it's like, if you're like this now, we don't live together. When we live together, like...
But that should be a conversation.
Exactly. And they've had that conversation. And it's the, okay, yeah, but you know, this is just how I've always been. And okay, cool. If that's your answer, that's your answer. Be like that. Cool. Ain't living with me, though.
Yikes.
Fuck off, Mikey. I just realized this is still a Mikey question.
You know it's always a Mikey
question. I know,
question.
that's why I said fuck off.
You know what's funny? You know how we say like Chesley is like the resident poet? I feel like Mikey's the resident like philosopher.
Yeah.
Just because like his questions, even like the ones that aren't super deep, like
they are super deep.
Still
They're
get us to
deep.
yeah, you know?
Yeah.
But you know what? That's why we love Mikey. But yes, so those are our answers. He says, anyways, that is all I have for you guys. I'm sorry for my absence. I miss you all. And early Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. In case I don't write in next week, you never know. Thank you guys.
Same to you, Mikey. Same to you.
Yeah,
and
Merry
Carly.
Christmas, Happy birthday, Happy anniversary, Happy New Year. Oh my God, like this is like the next couple weeks for them is like a lot.
Yeah. Like each week.
Yeah.
Mikey, Christmas, New Year's anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Imagine like her birthday is like 2 weeks later or like 1 week later.
No.
At that point, you're like, okay.
Well, at least for the rest of the year, you know you're good with money. Like,
No, because then right after that, there's Valentine's Day.
Is that a thing?
Of course.
I'm joking. I kid.
Your girlfriend's listening to this like
oh, is that a thing? Huh, Des? That's what you want to know?
But yes, if you are listening and you want to write in, I don't think I said this at first, but it is thissquareroom.com/ask, or if you just go to our homepage, there's an Ask Us button, and it's on our link tree as well, thissquareroom.com. We would love to hear from you if you have a question, a story, anything that you want to tell us. As you can see, Mikey, he gave us a little update. He asked a question, told us not really a story, but like, just about his life. So you guys can do the same thing. There's not really any rules as to what you can and cannot ask or write in about, but it is thisquareroom.com. You know what else you can find at thisquareroom.com? Don't look at me,
I was
Des.
already looking at you.
You can find the exclusive episode, but you need to know the password. Des, here's the thing. I need to plug it because we were supposed to tell them this week.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's why I'm not yelling at you. I'm just like, stop.
Is it because you don't want other people to hear it? You don't want one person to hear it?
I can't. I plead the fifth.
You need to have a conversation then.
I plead the fifth.
Sooner than later, because
I plead the fifth.
this episode is coming out.
I plead the fifth.
Ready or not.
Where's my lawyer?
Oh gosh, I can't. Well, here, let's wrap up the episode on, well, is it bad to wrap it up on something like kind of negative?
No,
Little puppy.
because adulthood is all negative.
My dog is like, he's gonna like pull this wire accidentally. He's giving me his paw to like beg me to let him out of the room. Not right now. Oh God, I'm like literally really trying, because I'm not trying to have Des
Murder you?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna talk about like Avatar. First of all, I didn't realize it came out. I thought it was coming out like early January, but I guess it came out like last week or whatever.
Yeah.
But is it the second one longer than the first?
I
think that's what I'm
personally don't know, because I personally
Don't
can't.
care.
I can't.
Oh, I thought that's what you were gonna say. I personally don't know, because I personally don't
Yeah,
care.
literally, that was what it was. But I just left it at I can't. I'm not an Avatar person. To ask me how the first movie went, I don't know characters' names.
The thing is, I don't think I saw the first one. And if I did, I probably fell asleep. Like, no shade.
No. So did I. I watched
Or-
it 3 times and fell asleep all 3 times.
Oh, God. No, I don't know about that. But, yeah, I know you wanted to talk about what happened.
So I'm reading about life. I'm going to say life. And I okay. A man died of a heart attack while watching Avatar 2.
Doggy, stop. He's not answering. Des, I have to say his name.
No, you don't. No, you do not.
Guys, okay, well, he's just going to be whining in the background because I can't. Like, he's not even, like, acknowledging
Animal
that I'm
du
talking to
compagnie.
him. Bubba?
There you go. That's the one.
He knows his nicknames.
So a 42-year-old man in Taiwan died of a heart attack in 2010 from the first one. And now a man in India, I believe, Pakistan. Another man
I don't know where it is,
has
so-
died. No, not like, don't mind me. Another man has died from a heart attack.
Did you think they were the same country?
No, I
Oh.
just didn't remember which one.
Okay. Because you looked at me and I'm like, I don't know which country.
Oh.
Like, I don't know.
And both these heart attacks are based off of excitement.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I think they were saying, I don't know. I think, like, I don't know about the guy before, but I think they're saying the guy now, like, with the second movie, like, he had, like a
Heart
condition.
problems.
Yeah, something like that.
But that also makes sense if you're excited and you already have a
Also,
heart problem.
it's a 3-hour movie. 3+, like 3.5.
Like, come on,
like, a
bruh.
lot can happen in that
And
time.
they announced the next 2. The third one is supposed to be coming next year.
That's what I heard. Or I heard that there's going to be more. Because I'm like, didn't
2
the first
more.
one come out like a million years ago?
Yes, the reason why it took so
Weren't
long
we,
for
like,
the
in
second
diapers?
one is because no, we weren't.
Feels like it.
Is because they didn't have the technology to do what he needed, so they had to wait for the technology. For real, dead ass. I swear.
I hope you know the only way I can get my dog to stay calm is by allowing him to lick every inch of my
You know what?
my
I heard
hand.
a tongue and it wasn't my tongue, so I.
Yeah, he's licking my hand, wrist, my palm, and it's like
Is it hungry?
Huh? No, I fed him before you came, but it's just like he's over it. He wants to leave
Yeah.
the room, but like I can't.
Yeah. So,
Just know
ladies
my
and
whole
gentlemen,
left hand is soggy.
if you're gonna watch Avatar, please tread lightly.
Don't get too excited.
If you have heart problems, don't watch it at all. Just read about it. Maybe watch little short clips, or go 3 times and spend an hour and a half each time. Don't sit there for the whole 3 hours, because you're stupid. That's ridiculous. Let's be
Yeah.
for real.
You're gonna get several movie tickets and be like, oh well.
At least I didn't die.
Well, why don't you say if you have pre-existing heart conditions,
Don't watch the movie.
Maybe just
Make other choices.
avoid excitement altogether.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I don't think it's just the movie.
I don't know, man.
He stopped licking my hand. I had to keep it in a fist just so like the middle of my palm wasn't
yeah, I
wet.
hate that feeling.
Yeah.
Put
Put her there, pal. Why won't you shake my hand?
Right hand only.
What?
Right hand. We talked about this.
What do you mean? Yeah, but he was licking my... Okay, whatever. Yeah, why were we talking about that?
We can't tell them.
What do you mean?
Maybe they'll find out. They get to the password.
Oh my God.
Yep. Yep.
You're such a gatekeeper.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Speaking of gatekeepers, I'm 100% sure your gatekeeper is in love with me.
What?
The one that I said always like gives me like a certain look.
My gatekeeper?
Yeah.
Oh, the security.
The gatekeeper. This is a gated community.
I was like, I have someone in my life who gatekeeps. Like, I thought you meant like a friend of mine who never wants to share information.
No.
You mean the security guard
Yeah.
at literally the gate?
Yeah.
The front gate.
When I was here last week, like she looked so surprised to see me and so happy to see me. And like,
She's like, I thought you would never be back.
I shared the excitement with her. You know, I said, whatever. I said hi to her and stuff.
Please.
And then today, she doesn't even like, as soon as she sees me, she just smiles, waves, and just opens it. She doesn't ask me nothing, obviously. And she's going to get fired for that because she needs to.
I need to tell her to flag you.
So so I was like, oh, thank you very much. She's like, no problem. Have a nice day. I'm like, oh, you too. I'm like, by the way, Merry Christmas. Da, da, da. And she's like, oh, thank you so much. And I'm like,
And that equates her being in love?
In love. Boom, chicka, wow, wow.
If she's in love, you're in delusion.
Well, I'm not a cheater because I'm a black man.
No comment. Because he's looking at me like, I dare you.
Good.
Des has been giving me looks, threatening looks this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you guys could see it. But, Des, I have to.
No.
One more time for the end.
For the end. For the end!
Like we said, if you guys really don't know the answer, it's not a problem. You will hear
That's a problem.
You will hear the announcement, but we got to do something for those of you who like pay attention and like who really know us. It's just a little thank you. We still love those of you who don't get it. It's no shade. Well, okay, sorry. I speak for myself. I still love you guys. I know it's not like, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it might be too hard.
No, I felt like it was.
Des wanted
enough.
it to be harder.
Yeah.
Des actually was like,
literally.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean,
Harder.
Harder.
And if you don't get that either, you're not going to get the password.
Here's the thing. I don't think you need to have been listening for a long time to be considered a real one.
No.
I think you just need to
Pay
genuinely
attention.
enjoy the podcast and like be like, oh, like these two are cool. You don't have to listen that deep.
Yeah.
Like you just, but I guess this is a fact. Like to remember my dog's name, like you do have to remember a little bit.
Do you remember?
Mm-hmm. Sing the rest. That's what I thought. But yes, again, it's thissquareroom.com/exclusive. You can go to the link in the link tree. You can just type it in. You can do whatever you want. Go to the website, click the tab. It's very easily accessible for you. My only hint that I'm allowed to give is that the first letter is case sensitive. It is capital. Fair?
Fair.
I'm looking at him like, is that okay? So
And I'm not looking at her. I'm like, let me hear.
I'm like, please don't beat me.
Please, sir. That's it. I swear.
But yeah, and the exclusive episode will only be available on the website. You will not be able to hear it on any other platform. So if you miss it, you miss it. But it's okay. We still have this one that came out this week.
Yeah.
How many people do you think clicked off of this episode to go check
At
out
least
the other?
half. At least half.
Really?
I swear to you, because
Listen.
I'm thinking about what
So
I
you
would
think we're
do.
talking to like no one right now?
No. They're gonna finish the episode, but immediately the ones who are like, oh, I know this. Immediately, I'm going to the website.
Nah, you guys got to listen to this
Immediately.
one first and then go.
Immediately.
But I know I'm trying to think what I would do, and I feel like I'd be so like curious.
It's crazy.
Especially if you know the answer right away. I'd be like, okay, like you just have to.
One of my friends at work, I've spoken about him in his life on the podcast, and he listens. And he came to me as a joke. He's like, I don't know how I feel about you talking about my life. And then we were just laughing about it. And he's like, Des, I don't know how you guys can just sit there and just talk. Like, I don't get it. He's like, I listened to 2-3 episodes. This episode, I love this episode. And he's going on. And I don't expect him to listen to it at all because of the type of person he is. So I'm glad this is for everybody.
Yeah. I feel like we have a very diverse audience, which I love. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for the support. Merry Christmas. And we will see you next Tuesday.